Down by 6 with only 45 seconds to go, the Celtics lose the ball, and with the Knicks having possession, you would think that the game is pretty much over whether Boston decides to foul or just play it out as they do here. Then how in the world did this turn out to be a double overtime madness then? Let me break down the chaos of what would possibly end up being one of the most insane games of the season. What up everybody, my name is Stefan and this is Heat Check. Let's get into it. With still lots of time on the shot clock, Kemba Walker has a mismatch here and he should blow past the big man, but not before wasting more time off the clock. Instead, for whatever reason, Julius Randle wants to get it at the top of the key, and Gran Williams right here reads the situation perfectly, so he makes a move there and steals the ball, ultimately finishing with the layup. Not the best decision, but I guess the Knicks are still fine. Only problem is that Kemba disagrees as he once again throws an unnecessary pass, gets it stolen, and a foul. After some made free throws, the Knicks have a perfect execution out of the timeout. Randle screens for Kemba and the Celtics just switch, but as Fournier comes from the back, you see that they stay attached to their man, and at this moment, Brown is trailing. So we got a perfect pass on the money as Fournier curls and has an open lane for the layup. Knicks up by 4 with only 9 seconds to go. Now it's gotta be over, right? Not even close. Boston run this nice decoy as Williams is gonna pivot and screen for Brown to come out for a 3-point shot. Fournier is able to come out of that screen and stay attached to Jalen, forcing him into a contested shot from the logo that swishes through the net. 1-point game, incredible. Knicks make their free throw, but they also have one of the worst defensive breakdowns at the end of a game, which leads to a Marcus Smart 3-point shot at the buzzer. Bang! Overtime. Let me rewind this and point out the fact that Evan Fournier inexplicably panics and runs towards Tatum, who's already on the floor with a defender on him. This allows Shooter to get the ball, and then who in the world is Kemba Walker guarding right here inside the 3-point line? 2 points are meaningless, why are you here? Smart had a great open look that he would not have had even after a timeout. And in OT, we got another bad defensive possession, literally on the first play. Jalen Brown, who was 14 of 23 with 39 points at this moment, is left completely wide open here. Fournier has his hands up, Randle is nowhere near Brown, and all of a sudden, we got a 3-point deficit from being up by 6 in less than a minute of playing time. This is where having more offensive firepower and more weapons comes into play because the Frenchman got blazing hot. First, he faked the handoff, shaking Smart off of him just enough to raise up from distance and knock it down. Then, the very next possession, we got a handoff with a screen from Randle, creating a lot of room for the shot and the swish. And just moments later, for the third straight time, same play, Evan opens up on the left side this time and launches another bomb to send Madison Square Garden into delirium. Stay with me now cause there's still a lot more of this insanity. The Celtics answer right back, getting Tatum at the 3-point line with RJ Barrett struggling to hold him off. So Randle goes to double, which starts the swing to Brown and swing to the corner for the wide open Marcus Smart for the shortest 3-point shot on the court, and it's nothing but net. At this point, your boy is shaking in front of the screen asking how am I gonna survive 81 more games of this? Anyway, you know where the ball goes now, to the hottest guy on the court. Backing down Schroeder, and as the defense collapses, he finds Barrett on the wing, who fires up a heavily contested rainbow shot and knocks it down. Boston is simply unfazed by this because they go down the court and run a high pick and roll, wiping Fournier off of the frame and creating an advantage. So Williams rolls, we got the pass, and the defense surrounds him. This includes RJ, who is not necessary here as Randle is already in position. So the big man finds Tatum in the corner, and can you guess what happens? Yes, of course he hits a 3. Anyway, moving on. From this point on, nobody could hit a single shot, and with the last possession, the ball goes to Tatum for an isolation on the right side. Not the best decision for a play or the guy taking it, since Tatum shot a horrible 7 for 30 in this game. The tough fadeaway shot ends up being an air ball and we have a second overtime. And watch Jaylen Brown on the opening play. We got the fake handoff into a screen, then the dribble penetration, he kicks it out and then relocates as nobody around him stays attached. And buries the three. Man, I told you in the season preview video you need to keep an eye on him this season. He's gonna be a monster this year. But now, get ready for the culminating sequence of all the wild things that happen. First, Shooter steals the ball and has an open layup, goes up and misses it, which opens up the opportunity on the other side for Barrett, and just like that, we have a 4-point swing. And on the next play, we got another missed bunny by the Celtics, but then look at this. Jaylen Brown steals the ball and goes up for the dunk and misses it. This guy was on fire the whole game with 46 points but missed the dunk. Are you kidding me? Somehow it only makes sense in this game. At this point, players are barely standing, so a lot of ugly misses before Julius Randle finally decides to bully his way to the basket, the spin, the foul, and the bucket. The Knicks are back up in this game by 2 after converting the free throw, the garden explodes, and I'm wide awake at 5 AM at this point. Seeing how Jason Tatum can easily handle RJ on the drive, you gotta ask yourself, why did he jack up so many contested long-range shots instead of just doing this? The bucket and one, Boston up yet again. But keep an eye on Fournier here. All of this decoy up top, but down low we got Evans seemingly screening for Robinson, however he slips it and runs straight to the 3-point line. Schroeder is trailing, so he jumps on the pump fake, the calm step to the side for the open look, and yet another clutch 3 by the Frenchman. Phenomenal debut in front of the Knicks crowd. Tatum did go for the exact same play, but the shot just misses this time, which sets up the scene for the dagger by Derrick Rose, as the Celtics are the ones this time that have a miscommunication on defense. As you can see, Smart initially stayed attached but at the last second switched it, which confused Schroeder for just a moment, enough for Derrick to blow by and deliver this beautiful floater. With a nice lead at the end, New York didn't give it up this time, not that they didn't try though, leaving the Celtics shooters wide open for a few threes at the end, but luckily for them, none of those went in as the Knicks celebrate their first win in Game 1 and keep me awake for the whole night. Nonetheless, it was worth it and I'm looking forward to 81 more of these throughout the season. This will for sure end up being among the top 5 most interesting games of the season. A little bit of a different video this time, but it was a different game to be honest. I wanted you to see exactly what happened, how tired the players were, how tired I got just making this video, but yeah, it was a great game and it was worth it. So yeah, hopefully you liked this video, lots more to come, and subscribe and talk to you in the next one. Peace out. After 2 overtimes, I can barely shoot, man. I'm telling you. Peace.